If you want to create a new tag, head over to the tags page on the dashboard here. Initially, you'll have an empty screen. We don't give you any tags by default. We leave it up to you to decide what tags to use. And just as a reminder, tags are used to help you improve the power of the search in the jobs list. So if you tag a job, you can subsequently find it by searching for that tag. So when you first come into this screen, this is going to be empty, with the exception of some guides here, which is one of the guides you're now watching. Now you'll only be able to access this screen if you're an administrator. If you're not an administrator, this will not appear on your dashboard. And you'll have to ask an admin either to give you access or to create the tag themselves. Assuming that you're an admin and you can get into this screen, then it's a case of tapping the Add Tag button here. So let's imagine we want to add a new tag for a new office that we've opened in Gateshead. What we can do is we can simply type the name of the tag here. And you can see I actually already have some offices for Glasgow and London, so I'm keeping the same convention here. Now it has designated the tag this black color. I'm actually going to use the color picker to make this white, just like the other ones. And we'll click off this. By the way, if you did want to put a hex code in, you can just put that in here. So if you know the exact hex code you'd like to use for the color, that's a good way to do it if you want to keep things consistent. But because this is white, I could use that color picker quite easily. Next, I just want to point out that we have this little tick, and that's just letting us know that the color contrast is easy to read. So we have black text on a white background. So for accessibility, that is going to be easy to understand and see. If you had two similar colors for the text color and the background, then the color contrast would change. It might not be as easy to read. So this icon will change and show you the color contrast depending on the color that you've chosen. So assuming we're happy with this, we would press Save Changes. And there you go. We have our new tag. This tag is now available when we add a job. So if I was to create a job, you can see here we now have this Office Gateshead tag. Now one thing I didn't do there was to add a description, so let's go ahead and do that. I think it's a good idea to add a description because when you hover over the tag in any of the search screens or the job screen, you'll see the little description like this. And if you've got new users to the system, this is going to avoid any confusion. So I'm going to go back into the tag screen. I'm going to edit this Office Gateshead tag and I'm going to add a description. Like so, and hit save. Now I know that little tooltip is going to be available anytime someone was to hover over this tag, so they know the exact purpose of this tag. Now there are some best practices for tags. We have a separate article on that. Please check it out. It goes through things like colors, it goes through naming conventions and so on. It can be very easy to fall into some traps with tags where you're adding too many or for the wrong purpose. So please do check that out. It's going to be very helpful when you're getting started. But ultimately, creating tags in this way is going to make the search more powerful. It's going to mean that you can find things a lot easier. So I do encourage you to use tags for your business if you can.